back there, fam. As the video states, we are getting to my top favorite backpacks still in the collection that I did not sell off, from high-end to vintage to new, and all around awesomeness. So before we get into it, make sure to like, comment down below one of your favorites, and consider subscribing to the channel. We're starting off with one of my favorites, this vintage Shorties Skateboards backpack. Now the story goes as this: Shorty Skateboards was started in 1992, and it was not until Chad Muska left Toy Machine and went in 1996 to Shorties that Shorty started making decks. The rest is history, pretty much. And this is one of the most awesome finds at the thrift for me, was this vintage Shorties backpack, because I had the Shorty shirts back then. Skating for me, like growing up like that, has brought me back to skateboarding even now. To have this still in the collection, it's worthwhile. Here's another one of skateboarding history right here. This one is Bitch Skateboards. Not a lot of people know the information on it, and I took some time to search this one originally when I found it, because I remember a bunch of vintage tees coming out. A lot of people was showing this brand, and I love the fact that this backpack that I found at the thrift, again, thank you to the Salvation Army, but it not only had the backpack itself in pretty good condition, but it had the keychain, and this keychain usually has been broken or is just completely worn out, and the fact that this has survived this long. Now the story goes as this, is that in 1993 a lot of the Plan B riders left, and Mike Carroll did start Girl Skateboards. This one right here is a dirty homage to the Girl Skateboards logo, and that is pretty much what I found out about this brand. The fact that this has survived for this long and finding it at a thrift was beautiful. And I could not show my backpack collection without showing this one. This one is a classic black Gucci Monogram backpack. Amazing. If you go back in my videos, I did find this one at the swap meet. This was $5 for this piece. When I first found it, people did not believe it was real, first off. Going into the history of Gucci, is that Gucci was started by Guccio Gucci in 1921. Now you go forward into the controversy of already the substantiated brand and the family name that goes with it. It's riddled with craziness. If you've ever seen House of Gucci,
Father, Son, and House of Gucci.
This is where it comes down to Mauricio Gucci and his wife, Patricia Gucci. It's insanity of what happened, but it pretty much surrounds the omicidio su commissione, which means murder for hire. Originally watching, I didn't think it went that far, and not to know the history of Gucci, it's pretty insane because of that. And at the end of the movie, I was very saddened by the fact that nobody with the name and the bloodline of Gucci currently works for the company. I was super surprised. Remember, these names that we know, they are family names that were created by families. It's pretty insane when you think about that nobody is there anymore. That was definitely just a tidbit, but like I said, I found this at the swap meet. $5, didn't pay up for it. I definitely had to talk about this one because this one is still in the collection, and every year the price of this backpack, which is a 2011 Supreme Damier or Damier. Louis Vuitton has this checkerboard style, and that's what Supreme was doing at the time. They made this Cordura backpack, and that's what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to imitate that. It's pretty insane that I've had it and I've kept it in this such a good condition this long. Now the backstory and history of Supreme, which a lot of people don't really go into, is that it was created in 1994, New York City, by James Jebbia. Again, I gotta say the rest is history, because if you know Supreme, you go look it up. You go look up the resale value of Supreme, and also everybody that used to wait in line. I used to wait in line. I got burned for it before. And the fact of the matter is, Supreme, the brand, was created in New York City, and 10 years later, we did get one here in Los Angeles on Fairfax, and it's still here. And I believe they're wanting to open the one at the old Tower Records on Sunset, so that's pretty crazy, because the lines have been insane, the craziness has been insane, and I haven't been back to a lineup in a while because it gets rowdy. But like I said, I have a few pieces in the collection, and this one is not leaving anytime soon. Got another one. This one was actually found at the swap meet, including the dust bag, which is insane. I get questions on this one all the time because I did pay up for it. Not the crazy amount that I would have paid if I bought it myself in the shop, but there you go. We got an MCM backpack, just looks beautiful. Again, when it was found, it was completely dusty, almost crusty. I didn't know how the inside looked, and I only got the look on the front, which looked like it needed some love, and I gave it the love. And as you can see, the cognac Visettos in here look amazing. That's their monogram. Again, if you look closely, a little differences between Gucci and Louis Vuitton on this stuff. And the inside quality of the leather is just incredible. And I love the outside in here. It's very tough. It's good for traveling. It's good for whatever, if you want to flex it or not. Now, MCM is widely recognized, but the name is a little confusing to a lot of people, and they don't know the acronym that originally it was compared to what it is now. Now, the original name is Michael Cromier Munich. I believe that's how you pronounce it. 2005 was actually bought out by a Korean group named Sungju Group. This is where the Made in Korea comes out, and a lot of people get confused about that stuff. I actually have a jewelry holder still on my Depop. Link is down below, and a lot of people didn't know that it was real, and a lot of people are missing out on a steal, so it's still down there. Again, this is the end all be all. I get so many legit checks on Mcm backpacks as well as Gucci backpacks, but the Mcm one is a big one, and usually it has studs on the sides here, and a lot of people have asked me about it. Like I said, the original name for it was Michael Cromier Munich, and it has changed now to Modern Creation München. And the controversy of Michael Cromier Munich to begin with is the fact of his legal battle. That's the original owner of MCM, and they have kind of, you know, pushed him aside or kind of erased him from the whole thing, and that's why the name has changed. If anybody wanted to know about that, then you know about that. I think I'd put him back in the sleeve. And with that, I just gotta say thank you for watching. Again, if you could, comment down below your favorite backpack or one of your favorites in your collection, and consider subscribing to the channel. And with that, I'm just gonna say what I always say. Hit that sub button because more videos are coming. This was Mick from Fresh from the Flea.